Namaste, my dear friends. I'm Dr. Arjun Mehra, and today I want to begin with a quiet but important question. Sevens. Have you ever stood up from a chair only to feel your legs tremble? Or taken just a few steps and suddenly your calves feel heavy, your knees unsteady, your feet uncertain? If you've nodded yes, even silently, you're not alone. Many of my elderly patients experience this exact feeling. They'll tell me, "Doctor, I'm eating well, I'm resting, but still, my legs feel weak." And often, they're right. They are eating well, at least. What they believe is healthy. Lots of fruits, plenty of hydration. Natural food, not junk. So why this weakness? That's what I want to talk to you about today. Because sometimes, the very foods we believe are helping us are secretly working against us. You see, as we age, our bodies change. Our digestion slows. Our kidneys process nutrients differently. Our muscles need a little more support and a little less strain. And yet, many of us continue eating like we did at 30. Take fruits, for example. We're told, fruits are nature's gift. Eat more fruits. They're full of vitamins. And that's true, but only partly. Not all fruits are created equal, especially for those of us over 60. Some fruits, while delicious and natural, can cause sharp blood sugar spikes. That sudden surge is often followed by a crash, leading to fatigue, shakiness, or even muscle cramping. Others contain too much potassium, which might be dangerous if your kidneys aren't clearing it well. Something that becomes more common after age 50, especially if you're on blood pressure medication. And a few fruits may interfere with how your body balances electrolytes, which can affect the very nerves and muscles that support your legs. The result? You may feel lightheaded. Your legs may cramp. You may feel a lack of control that's difficult to explain. But here's the good news. Knowledge changes everything. This video isn't here to make you fear fruit. I love fruit. I eat it daily. But like all powerful things in nature, fruit must be eaten with understanding. How much you eat, when you eat it, what you eat it with, all of that matters. Today, I'll walk you through 5 common fruits you probably have at home right now. They're not bad fruits. In fact, some are very healthy in small amounts, but if eaten the wrong way, or too often, they could be quietly contributing to the weakness in your legs. And I'll share practical tips with each one, how to enjoy them safely, and what combinations protect your muscles and energy. Because ultimately, this isn't about cutting food out of your life. It's about eating smarter, listening to your body, and making small adjustments that can give you more strength, more balance, and more peace of mind. So if your legs feel different than they used to, if you've been told that's just age, let's take a closer look together. Because sometimes the answer is on your plate, and it starts with the fruit bowl. Are you ready? Let's begin with the first fruit, something sweet, soft, and beloved in every Indian household. But could this gentle snack be quietly draining your strength? Many people eat bananas daily to boost energy. But did you know that if they're too ripe or eaten the wrong way, they can leave you with shaky legs and tired knees? Bananas, a gentle fruit, or a hidden muscle risk. Have you ever thought that a ripe banana could actually weaken your legs? It might sound strange, but for those over 60, this is a real possibility. Namaste. I'm Dr. Arjun Mehra. For many years, I've walked alongside older adults in their health journey. And today, we're talking about a fruit that almost every household has, the banana. It's familiar, comforting, and often seen as healthy. But is it always the right choice for aging muscles? Let's start with what we often see in real life. A senior stands up from a chair, takes a few steps, and suddenly feels their legs wobble. Or perhaps you've woken up in the middle of the night with a painful leg cramp. These aren't just signs of aging. Sometimes, what's on your plate is playing a silent role. Take a ripe banana, especially one with brown spots. It's sweet, soft, and feels like a healthy snack. But here's what most people don't know. A medium-sized ripe banana contains around 14 grams of sugar and has a high glycemic index of about 65. That means it can spike your blood sugar rapidly. For seniors, whose insulin sensitivity naturally declines with age, this sudden sugar surge can lead to an energy crash soon after. The result? Weakness, fatigue, and yes, shaky legs. But sugar isn't the only concern. Bananas are rich in potassium, around 420 mg in a medium fruit. Normally, potassium is essential for muscle function. But in older adults, especially those with reduced kidney function or on blood pressure medications like ACE inhibitors, excess potassium isn't excreted efficiently. This can lead to hyperkalemia, a condition that causes muscle weakness, cramps, and even heart rhythm problems. You might be wondering, so should I stop eating bananas completely? Absolutely not. Bananas can still be part of a healthy diet. The key is how you eat them. Here are a few smart tips. Svens. Choose bananas that are just ripe, with a light green hue still visible. Less ripe bananas have more resistant starch and a lower glycemic index. Avoid eating bananas on an empty stomach. The sugar rush is more pronounced when there's no other food to slow digestion. Pair them with protein or healthy fat, like a tablespoon of unsweetened peanut butter or a few almonds. This combination slows the absorption of sugar and gives you more sustained energy. Limit to half a banana if you're sensitive to blood sugar fluctuations, especially in the evening. Let me share the story of Mr. Sharma, a 72-year-old retired school teacher from Pune. He used to eat 2 bananas every morning with his tea. A few months ago, he began complaining of heaviness in his legs and frequent cramps. After a simple dietary tweak, switching to half a banana with a boiled egg, his symptoms improved dramatically. It's not magic. It's mindful eating. Bananas also vary by type. Smaller Indian varieties like elaichi. Bananas tend to have slightly less sugar than the larger Cavendish type. So portion and variety both matter. Ultimately, bananas are not your enemy, but they can be a hidden challenge if not understood well. Our bodies change with age, and so must our approach to food. What energizes a young athlete may tire an aging body. And knowing that difference is what empowers us to age with vitality. So, the next time you reach for that ripe banana, ask yourself, is this helping my legs stay strong or quietly making them weaker? Coming up next, there's another tropical fruit that's sweet, juicy, and refreshing. But it might be doing more harm than good to your joints and digestion. Let's talk about pineapples. Do you often enjoy pineapple in smoothies or as a cooling treat after meals? Many people do. But for seniors, this tropical favorite isn't always a safe choice. Sevens. Pineapple, a tropical temptation with hidden risks. Vince, let me ask you something. When was the last time you enjoyed a few slices of cold, juicy pineapple on a warm day? That sweet, tangy flavor, the refreshing juice. It almost feels like summer in every bite, doesn't it? For many older adults, pineapple is a favorite tropical treat. It's comforting, familiar, and feels like a healthy choice. But what if I told you that this beloved fruit, though packed with vitamins, might be silently sabotaging your legs and energy levels? Let's explore why pineapple, if eaten the wrong way, may be doing more harm than good, especially after the age of 60. 1. A sugar spike you didn't expect. 7s. Pineapple contains about 16 grams of sugar per cup and has a glycemic index, GI, between 59 and 66. That means it causes a relatively fast rise in your blood sugar levels. Now, why does that matter? When your blood sugar spikes, your body responds by releasing insulin to bring it back down. But in older adults, this drop can happen too quickly, leading to that familiar sense of sudden fatigue, shaky legs, or even dizziness. 1 minute you're enjoying a juicy snack. The next, you're holding on to a chair because your knees feel weak. It's not just about sweetness. It's about how your body reacts to that sweetness, especially when digestion and blood sugar regulation aren't as efficient as they once were. 2. What happens to your legs? You may have noticed, after eating something sweet, you feel energized for a short while, but then your legs feel heavy, or you get sudden cramps. That's partly because a sugar crash can interfere with the delivery of nutrients to your muscles. The legs, being farthest from the heart, are among the first to suffer when circulation is compromised. Add a sudden drop in energy, and it's a recipe for feeling unsteady or tired even with light movement. 3. Bromelain, helpful or harmful? Pineapple contains a powerful enzyme called bromelain. It's often praised for its ability to reduce inflammation and aid digestion. But here's the other side of the story. Bromelain can also irritate the stomach lining in some people, especially those with sensitive digestion or existing joint inflammation. For older adults with conditions like arthritis, this irritation might worsen symptoms or cause mild discomfort. Even more concerning, bromelain can interact with medications, especially blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin. If you're on such medications, eating large amounts of pineapple could increase the risk of bruising or bleeding. Always consult your doctor if you're taking medication and regularly eating pineapple or drinking its juice. 4. Not all pineapple is equal. 7s. Another hidden danger: canned or processed pineapple. Unlike fresh pineapple, canned versions are often soaked in sugary syrup, which drastically increases their sugar content, sometimes up to 30-35 grams per serving. For someone with diabetes or borderline blood sugar, that's enough to tip your levels dangerously high. Moreover, some canned versions are preserved with additives that can disrupt your gut health and cause bloating or digestive issues in sensitive individuals. If you enjoy pineapple, fresh is always better. But even then, portion and timing matter. 5. Smart ways to enjoy pineapple without the risk. So, does this mean pineapple is off the table completely? Not at all. Here's how you can still enjoy it. Choose fresh over canned and pick pineapples that are ripe but not overly soft. Don't eat pineapple on an empty stomach, especially in the morning. The acids and sugars can hit too hard, too fast. Pair it with a source of fat or protein, like a slice of paneer or some unsweetened Greek yogurt. This slows sugar absorption and gives your body a more stable energy release. Stick to a small portion. Around half a cup is more than enough. Check your medications. If you're taking blood thinners, speak to your doctor before adding pineapple regularly to your diet. Final thoughts for this part. 7s. In our culture, fruits are often seen as a symbol of health and goodness. But as we age, the same fruits that once gave us energy can begin to take a toll, especially when we don't adjust how we eat them. Pineapple isn't the villain. It's a powerful fruit that must be respected and handled wisely, just like our bodies after 60. Your legs, your energy, your confidence, they all depend on small, smart daily choices. And the way you enjoy pineapple might just be one of them. Now that we've unpeeled the truth behind this tropical temptation, in the next part, we'll uncover another surprising fruit that might be sabotaging your muscle strength without you realizing it. Stay with me. This next one might be sitting in your fruit basket right now. 7 Vowns, mango, the beloved taste of summer. But for a body over 60, one slice, eaten the wrong way, can leave you feeling drained instead of energized. Mangoes, sweet but misunderstood. Today, let's talk about a fruit that carries so much nostalgia, yet also so many misconceptions. Mangoes. For most of us in India, mangoes aren't just fruits, they're memories. The smell of ripe Alphonsos in the summer, the yellow stains on your fingers after peeling one, the joy of sharing a cold mango slice with your grandchildren. These moments are precious. But as we grow older, especially after 50, many of us start to wonder, are mangoes still safe for me? Let's start with the facts. Mangoes are naturally sweet, and that's both a gift and a challenge. A medium-sized ripe mango contains around 45 grams of sugar, which is quite high. Its glycemic index, GI, can range from 51 to 60, meaning it can cause a quick rise in blood sugar, especially if eaten on an empty stomach or in large amounts. For seniors who already have blood sugar fluctuations, this can lead to energy crashes, leg fatigue, or even cramps a few hours later. But sugar isn't the only issue. Did you know that mangoes are also rich in fructose, a type of sugar that's processed by the liver? While moderate amounts are fine, eating too many ripe mangoes may lead to metabolic overload, especially in seniors with slower digestion and reduced insulin sensitivity. Some people report heavy legs or that my knees feel swollen after mango season begins. Often, this isn't just the weather, it might be what's on your plate. Now here's something most people don't know. The potassium content in mangoes is quite high, about 325 mg per fruit. While potassium is vital for heart and muscle function, if you already have kidney issues or are on medication for blood pressure, high potassium levels can cause muscle weakness, irregular heartbeat, or even leg cramps. So, does this mean you should never eat mangoes again? Absolutely not. Mangoes are still full of powerful nutrients, vitamin A, vitamin C, and antioxidants that help fight inflammation and support skin and eye health. The key lies in how, when, and how much you eat them. Here are my top 3 gentle tips for enjoying mangoes smartly after 50. 7. Portion with purpose. 7. Instead of eating one large mango in a sitting, go for half a fruit, paired with a protein or fat. For example, mango slices with unsweetened Greek yogurt or a handful of soaked almonds. This helps slow down sugar absorption, reducing the energy crash later. Avoid juices and dried mango. 7 Pa. Processed mango juice removes all fiber and intensifies the sugar content. A glass of mango juice may spike your blood sugar more than a slice of cake. Dried mango is even more concentrated and best avoided if you're managing diabetes or leg pain. Watch the ripeness. The riper the mango, the higher its sugar content. If you're sensitive to sugar or already taking meds that affect your metabolism, choose mangoes that are just ripe, not overly soft or sugary smelling. Let me share a quick story. One of my patients, Mrs. Shah, a 72-year-old retired teacher, came in complaining of feeling heaviness in her legs every afternoon during summer. She had assumed it was the heat or aging, but after a few simple dietary questions, we discovered she had been eating 2 ripe mangoes daily with her lunch. We reduced it to half a mango, paired with cottage cheese. Within a week, she reported less bloating, more energy, and, yes, lighter legs. Mangoes are not the enemy. But like any strong flavor in life, They need balance. So next time you see a golden, juicy mango, don't walk away in fear. Smile, cut it in moderation, pare it wisely, and enjoy it without guilt, but with wisdom. Because aging shouldn't mean giving up joy. It means learning to enjoy smarter. Many enjoy the tangy sweet taste of pineapple, especially after meals. But few realize this fruit can quietly trouble your muscles and heart, especially as you age. A sweet invitation with a hidden cost. Seventh, how many of you enjoy a few slices of juicy pineapple after lunch, or maybe as a refreshing treat on a hot day? It's sweet, tangy, and feels like a tropical vacation in every bite. But did you know, for those of us above 60, that innocent slice of pineapple could be quietly working against your legs, your joints, and even your heart? Let me explain. The sugar surge. You didn't see coming. 7 networks. Pineapple is naturally rich in sugar, about 16 grams per cup, and it has a glycemic index ranging from 59 to 66. That means when you eat pineapple, especially on an empty stomach or in large amounts, your blood sugar can rise quickly. And with that sudden rise often comes an energy crash just a little while later. You feel drained, your legs may start to tremble, and a sense of weakness spreads through your body. For many seniors, this isn't just an occasional dip, it becomes a daily struggle. You feel tired even after eating. You try to walk, and your legs don't support you the way they used to. What if the very fruit you thought was giving you energy was silently robbing you of strength? Bromelain, a double-edged enzyme. Pineapple contains a powerful enzyme called bromelain. On the surface, it sounds wonderful. Bromelain helps with digestion, especially protein. But here's the other side of the coin. Bromelain can irritate your stomach lining, especially if you already have acid reflux, gastritis, or arthritis. For some people, it increases inflammation instead of calming it. And if you are taking blood-thinning medications like aspirin or warfarin, bromelain can enhance their effects, increasing your risk of bleeding or bruising. Now think about how many older adults take daily medication for heart conditions or blood pressure. This small fruit could quietly interfere with your treatment, not because it's toxic, but because of how your aging body responds to it. Canned pineapple, even more risky. Some of us prefer convenience, and that's understandable. But canned pineapple, soaked in syrup, contains even more sugar than fresh fruit. And because it's already soft and pre-cut, we tend to eat more of it without realizing. If you're someone managing diabetes or blood pressure, this becomes a dangerous loop. Sugar spikes, energy drops, increased inflammation, and possible medication interactions. Smart ways to enjoy pineapple. 7s. Now, don't worry. I'm not here to tell you to give up pineapple forever. Like all fruits, it has its benefits too. Vitamin C, antioxidants, fiber. The key is in how, when, and how much you eat it. Let me share a few tips. 7. Choose fresh pineapple, not canned. Slice it yourself. It keeps you mindful of how much you're eating. Eat only a small portion, a few chunks, not a full bowl. Never eat pineapple on an empty stomach. Pair it with some boiled chickpeas, cottage cheese, or a handful of nuts. This slows down sugar absorption and supports energy. Avoid it close to medication time if you're on blood thinners or anti-inflammatories. If you notice acid reflux, bloating, or sudden weakness after eating pineapple, take it as a signal from your body, not a punishment, but a reminder to adjust. Listen to your body, not just the label. 7. It's easy to be fooled by the healthy label. After all, pineapple is a fruit. How bad can it be? But as we age, Even natural foods need to be eaten with more awareness. Your body is more sensitive, your digestion changes, and your energy is more precious. Some of my patients once believed pineapple was a superfruit, and in some ways, it is. But when we started tracking their symptoms, from muscle cramps to irregular heartbeat, and gently adjusted their fruit intake, they began to feel stronger. Their walks were steadier, their naps deeper, and their medication side effects fewer. Final thought. 7th. My friends, health after 60 is not about fear. It's about wisdom. Pineapple doesn't have to disappear from your plate, but you must respect its power. Choose it with care, enjoy it in balance, and always pair it with what your body truly needs. Your legs carry your life. Let's protect them one bite at a time. I'm Dr. Arjun Mehra, and if this message helped you understand your food a little better, do share it with someone you care about. Because every step you take with more strength is a step toward a life of freedom. A ripe mango isn't just full of sugar, it can affect your potassium levels, digestion, and even mobility if eaten the wrong way. So what's the safe limit? Mangoes, the summer sweetness that can sour your legs. 6th. I know many of you wait all year for mango season. That golden flesh, the dripping sweetness, it's not just a fruit, it's nostalgia. But today, I want to help you look at mangoes from a new angle. Especially if you're over 60 and wondering why your legs feel heavy, cramped, or weak. This is a message you need to hear. Mangoes, like bananas and pineapples, are incredibly rich in natural sugars. One medium-sized mango contains up to 45 grams of sugar, more than a small can of cola. And its glycemic index, it ranges from 56 to 60, depending on ripeness. That means a ripe mango can cause a rapid spike in blood sugar, followed by a crash. For older adults, this sugar crash can manifest as dizziness, sudden fatigue, or even trembling in the legs. Have you ever felt your energy suddenly disappear after a sweet afternoon snack? That could be your body responding to the sugar roller coaster. But there's another factor we often ignore. How mangoes interact with digestion and electrolyte balance. Mangoes are high in fructose, a sugar that requires the liver to process. As we age, liver efficiency can decline, especially in those managing blood pressure, cholesterol, or prediabetes. Fructose overload can contribute to bloating, sluggish digestion, and again, a feeling of weakness in the lower body. Let me share a case. One of my patients, Mr. Sharma, 68, loved mangoes. During summer, he'd eat 2 or 3 a day. He began noticing his legs felt heavy in the afternoons, and he was waking up at night with cramps. Blood tests showed elevated triglycerides and mild insulin resistance. Once we reduced his mango intake to half a fruit a day and paired it with some protein or fat, like almonds or yogurt, not only did the cramps stop, but his afternoon energy returned. The issue isn't that mangoes are bad. They are rich in vitamin C, antioxidants, and even enzymes that support digestion when eaten in moderation. But for older adults with slower metabolism, changes in muscle mass, or fluctuating blood sugar, too much of this beloved fruit can lead to trouble, especially in the legs. So, what can you do? 1. Don't eat mangoes alone. Always pair with a protein or fat, such as a handful of nuts or a boiled egg. This slows the absorption of sugar. 2. Stick to small portions. Half a mango per day during the season is reasonable. 3. Choose less ripe mangoes. The riper it is, the higher the sugar content. 4. Avoid mango juice or shakes. They are stripped of fiber and contain condensed sugar, which is absorbed too quickly. 5. If you've already noticed leg cramps, tingling, or fatigue after eating mangoes, keep a journal. Track what you eat and how your body responds. That pattern may reveal more than any lab test. And remember, eating wisely doesn't mean depriving yourself. It means adjusting, becoming aware, and tuning into how your body speaks. Mangoes can still be part of your summer joy, but they should serve your health, not sabotage it. I'm Dr. Arjun Mehra, and if this part helped you understand your body a bit better, like the video, share it with someone who loves mangoes, and subscribe for more. Up next, we wrap up with some final thoughts to tie all of this together. Don't miss it. Stay strong, stay steady, and stay sweet, in balance. Final conclusion, rediscovering power in every bite. 7. My dear friends, if you've stayed with me through this journey, then I know you care deeply, not just about what you eat, but about how you live, how you walk, and how you feel each day. We've taken a closer look at 5 fruits that many of us grew up loving: bananas, pineapples, grapes, watermelons, and mangoes. They're delicious, nostalgic, and often comforting. But as we age, our bodies change. What once energized us might now cause our legs to tremble, cramp, or feel heavy without warning. That's not because these fruits are evil. It's because our bodies, after the age of 50 or 60, need something different. More balance, more awareness, more wisdom in choosing and combining the foods we eat. Take bananas, for example. A single ripe banana with black spots might give a quick sugar rush, but leave you drained an hour later. Or mangoes, sweet, juicy, irresistible. But when eaten in large amounts, they spike your blood sugar and leave your legs tired and muscles aching. You see, the issue isn't the fruit itself. It's how we eat it, how ripe it is, what we pair it with, how much we consume, and most importantly, whether we're listening to our bodies or just following old habits. Many seniors I meet in my clinic tell me, "Seventh Eyes, Doctor, I only ate some watermelon in the afternoon, but after that, my knees started aching again." Or, "I love pineapple, but now it burns my stomach and my legs feel like jelly after I eat it." These are not just random complaints. They're signs, your body whispering that something needs to change. As we grow older, we must stop eating like we did in our 20s. We must eat with care, with understanding, with love for this body that has carried us through decades. So here's my message to you, not one of fear, but of gentle empowerment. You don't have to give up all fruits. You just need to understand how to eat them wisely. You need to watch for signs like leg fatigue, cramps, or weakness, and trace them back to what's on your plate. You need to pair fruits with a bit of protein or healthy fat to slow sugar absorption. You need to be mindful of interactions with medications, especially if you're on blood pressure or blood-thinning drugs. Let's shift the way we think. Aging isn't about restriction. It's about making wiser, more loving choices. You can still enjoy a slice of mango if it's paired with a handful of nuts and not eaten on an empty stomach. You can still have watermelon, just not a whole plateful in the afternoon heat when your energy is already low. You can still snack on grapes if you keep your portions small and your water intake balanced. My goal, as your doctor and your friend, is not to scare you. It's to remind you that health doesn't lie in extremes. It lies in harmony. And legs, those beautiful legs that carry you to the temple, the garden, the market, your grandchildren's school, they deserve your care. Weak legs are not a part of aging that you must accept. Many times, they're just the result of subtle imbalances, and with a few smart choices, you can feel stronger, steadier, more alive. So, I ask you this. What fruit from today's video surprised you the most? What will you change in how you eat it? Please share your thoughts in the comments. I read them. I learn from them. And I carry your stories into every next episode. And if you found something valuable in this video, don't forget to hit like, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to stay part of this growing family. Together, we're rewriting the story of aging. One meal, one habit, one step at a time. This is Dr. Arjun Mehra reminding you. As your age may grow, but your strength can still rise. Food is not your enemy, it's your medicine, your partner, your fuel, and your legs. They still have many steps left in them, strong, confident, pain-free steps. Let's make every bite count.